Hey guys, it is Jeff on this great gem, 2014 Honda CBR 1000RR, but it's an SP. Think of that as special. I don't know what it stands for, but they did not make a whole lot of them, and they imported even fewer into the States. I've seen some documentation on the numbers. I can't confirm it, but I read somewhere that they made 5,000 of them and they only imported 500 into the States. I don't know if that's right, but great bike. It's super smooth. I love the fuel injection. Just be warned, one thing about the SP is that the seating position's a little more extreme. The bars are more forward, so you can see my shadow right there. I am fetal position on this thing basically, but that's okay. I can do that, and I'm glad to be able to do that, let me tell you. So this is a full-on race bike for the street. I just put it on, let's put fuel in it. It holds 3 gallons of fuel. I'd be shocked if that's what a normal CBR 1000 holds, because that's pretty skimpy as far as fuel capacity. So it's definitely not a daily driver. So if you don't know what an SP is, an SP basically is a CBR 1000RR, and then Honda threw on Öhlins fork, Öhlins rear shock, and this awesome custom scheme, and they also did Brembo brakes. So the brakes are outstanding. Of course, I took the one road that they're... Oh, that was a brutal one right there. Good morning. So, with that being said, not real forgiving in the suspension department, but that's not what this bike is made for. This isn't a gold wing. I am so glad I saw that bump and stood up a little bit. Otherwise, it'd be pretty much for sure that I'd never be having any more kids. Super smooth bike, but you know what? I'm used to riding these old relics, and this is relatively new for me. But everything's just so nice. The clutch, the gears, the brakes, the vibration, it's very smooth. Well, let's get around this corner here and we'll romp on it a little bit. Oh yeah, this thing wants to go. The nice. Definitely not short of power. I think they rate these bikes at 178 horsepower. And I can't remember if that was rear wheel, probably not. You know, for as extreme as a riding position as this is, I'm really not feeling a lot of pressure on my wrists. I think my wrists are about in line with my knees, but you know, it's really not that bad. Yeah, the brakes are awesome on this bike. What do we got for gauges? We got, oh, that's just trim. Just look like trip. I'm sure there's, I haven't even explored that gauge cluster. One thing that's been, when I get to Bikes and Coffee here, I'll shoot some video of what the bike looks like. But really neat looking bike. It's a red, white, and blue with gold wheels, and it has a really trick fender eliminator in the back, so the ugly stock fender is gone, and it's got some neat little turn signals on it. License plate's tucked up nice. Got a neat sound to it. Stock pipe, but just a neat, not too quiet, not too loud. I wouldn't change it. You know, this is one of those bikes where they were so rare. You just don't really deviate too far from stock. Hello, Jeff. And you see my reflection right there. See how there's one light on? When I was, the early bikes I rode, like the GSX-Rs that had tool headlights, they would just have two that were always on and two that went high. But the modern bikes, single light, normal, and then high beam is your double light on. Not a fan of that. It is what it is. So you check it out. Ready? Yeah.
park over there, cause
yeah. Yeah. Alright, count the minutes before people come up and start swarming this thing. Beautiful, huh? Alright, cut.